A good title sequence can help set the mood for your film. Today we'll be taking a look at how we created the title for our short film Renegade using stock footage from actionvfx.com. You can download the stock footage from the description, and be sure to check out actionvfx.com for more 2K and 4K videos. The first thing we have to build is the background. We'll start with a gently rotating starry sky. This was a plain layer with the fractal noise effect, and I selected the Starfield preset in the first drop-down menu. I then keyframed the rotation property within the fractal noise itself. Next is an orange radial gradient effect. This effect was on its own plane, and it helps give the fire more light at the bottom of the frame. I created rising smoke using HitFilm's particle simulator in a separate composite. This was so that I could pre-render the comp after I was done, which speeds up the workflow. I set up a quad emitter position at the bottom of the screen that was emitting particles in a cone formation. I ended up using two particle systems, one for the fluffy cloud texture and one for the flame explosion texture. Using the lifetime panel, I had the textures grow over time, as well as fade out using the alpha graph. I increased the texture angle per second property so that the particles would spin over time. With my emitter set, I added 3 turbulence forces in different spots around the frame. This gave the impression of air currents, with the particles getting pushed when they hit a certain spot. This finished composite was overlaid into my main comp, with a lowered opacity to make it less obvious. To get started creating the title itself, I'll make a new text layer and type classified mission. For this text, I used a font called Kenzo, which you can find in the description. Make the text gray, then add the inner glow effect. Inner glow can only be found in HitFilm Pro. Lower the size, increase the opacity, and change the color to black to give it a shadowed look. The Renegade text was a separate layer. I used a different font and made the color dark red. I added a light-colored outline in the text panel as well. To add some more texture, drop on a fractal noise effect. Change the type to energy. Lower the scale under transform, and increase the influence under subsettings. Then set the blend to overlay. You can increase the visibility by adjusting the exposure and offset. Next, add a small extrude effect to the text. This can be done with either the 3D extrusion effect or the extrude geometry effect. I'll add a point light to make the text less uniform, and position it in the center. The fire at the bottom was made with Action VFX stock footage. Set the blend to screen and position it in your scene. Other elements included falling ash and rising sparks. The final grade is where it all comes together. First, a curves effect to increase the contrast and make the fire brighter. Then a few glow effects with the blend set to screen. A couple color adjustments make the scene more yellow, as well as heat distortion, radial blur, and diffuse to make it look less perfect. Some film grain, a vignette, and a bleach bypass effect finish off this title. You can find another video from our Renegade masterclass here. Leave any questions down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.